Hey, so we're actually starting this video out with a sponsor, and that sponsor is the like button and the subscribe button. I know a lot of people that watch my videos actually don't interact with them at all. You know, only about 2% of the people that watch my videos actually do. So if you're new here and you like the content, please click like, click subscribe, helps me out. But let's get to some drafts. What is going on today, guys? AU here, and today we are bringing you week 2 of the BBL. We are facing off against the Washington draft team coach Bob. Honestly, there's not much to really say. Kind of said it before the intro, so you know what to do. We're gonna jump right into things. I'm gonna try to make these videos pretty smooth, not too long. You can see Bob's team right up under mine. He has Heatran, Tepafini, Galarian Moltres, Flygon, Palossand, Tangrowth. This is really hard for me to read because it's so small. Inteleon. The heck, bro, is this? I'm blind. Terrakion, Rotom Frost, Inteleon, Mawile. Oh my goodness, that's so small on my second monitor. I can't really see that. But looking at his team, one of the things that scares me the most on his team is Terrakion, because obviously we have the Moltres on our team, which usually is a really great fighting type answer. But Terrakion, it doesn't do so hot against Terrakion, you know? So we're kind of gonna struggle a bit there. Heatran, we don't usually do too hot against Heatran, but I think that our team actually deals with Heatran pretty well. Tangrowth, I think, is another big issue for me. I think if Tangrowth comes if it comes Rocky Helmet, then we could have some issues there. Other than that, not too terrified of the team. DD Flygon could be an issue. I don't think it's going to be, but it could be. But I'll explain why I don't think it's going to be a little bit later. And outside of that, yeah, I think just like Banded Heatran is the thing that really scares me the most, if I'm being completely honest. But with that being said, you've seen my team on the screen already. We're gonna go ahead and kind of break it down. We're starting out with Iroh the Melmetal here. We are bringing the sub Acid Armor body press set with double iron bash as well. We are EV'd, so we can set this thing up on Tepafini. We can set this thing up on Tangrowth. We can set this thing up on the Rotom Frost. We can set this thing up on Mawile. We can set it up on Inteleon. I haven't done Inteleon calcs, so I don't really know. We can set it up on the Flygon if we really need to. I would rather not take the earthquake damage, but we got a little monkey dude right at the end that might actually help us set that up a little bit easier. But yeah, I mean, we kind of set this thing up on a good bit of his team. Especially if the Heatran is already gone, then we have a really easy kind of 5-0 at that point with this set. We kind of just, you know, come in. If we come in on something special, like I said, I EV'd for the Tepafini. If Tepafini has max special attack, Scald never breaks the sub. Surf has the chance to also not, but at the same time, I don't think he's going to be max special attack Surf. I think he probably comes Call Bind to this game. Maybe even some kind of defog set, but we will have to see. We'll have to kind of play that by ear once it comes out. But at the time that we get this thing to +2, we actually just do kind of win. Like, it's not even close. At that point, what has to happen is he's got to really get a flame body burn from Heatran. But that's the reason we're running this set, because with Heatran and Rocky Helmet Tangrowth, I don't want to be hitting those two things with double iron bash, because obviously we have the 30% chances with flame body and the extra chip from double iron bash hitting twice on the Rocky Helmet. So with body press, I can just hit both of those things once and OHKO them, because at +2 I OHKO Heatran, +3 or 4 I will either OHKO or 2-hit KO Tangrowth, so I'm not taking that much Rocky Helmet chip from it. So we're kind of chilling there. He could be like Sleep Powder Tangrowth, which is an issue, but at the same time, he has Tepafini on his team, so I don't think like Sleep Powder Tangrowth's gonna come. So I think the most threatening thing Tangrowth can actually really do to us is knock off our item before we get to sub. So that's something we need to watch out for, or maybe even Leech Seed this before we get to sub. So if Tangrowth comes, we're gonna have to kind of play it by ear. But the one thing that Tangrowth does, and the one thing that I think might keep Tangrowth from coming, is it lets in Big Boy Boomy, the Nidoking. Nidoking claims a kill every time this Pokemon hits the field, especially with the Shuca Berry. Because what can happen is I can come in on Tangrowth, and sure, he can switch to Flygon for a resisted Sludge Wave, or he can switch to Heatran to be immune to the Sludge Wave. Honestly, outside of that, he can switch to Palossand. Sure, he can switch to Palossand for a resisted Sludge Wave, but outside of that, he doesn't really have any switch-ins. If I predict a Flygon and I press Ice Beam, then we're chilling. If I predict a Heatran, I don't really have to predict Heatran because I'm faster anyways. Like, he has to be Scarf Heatran. But if he is Scarf Heatran, he would be Scarf Earth Power, right? And we have Shuca Berry, so we're not going to die to the Earth Power. So then we can just Earth Power the Heatran back and deal with that. The other thing is, if I do get a kill with Nidoking, I'm hoping that he makes the mistake of going into Flygon to revenge this and not into Inteleon to revenge this. Because if he goes into Flygon, we also kill Flygon. Because if he hasn't procced our Shuca Berry yet, we get a kill. Let's say we Sludge Wave Tangrowth, we get a kill. He brings in Flygon thinking that he's going to revenge. He either is going to U-turn because he thinks we're going to switch, or he's just going to straight up Earthquake us, and we are going to Ice Beam it and get rid of the Flygon and still be at about 40 to 30%. So like, we'll still be chilling at that point, and we'll also outspeed pretty much everything that's not Inteleon or Terrakion at that point. We speed side Tapu Fini, which sucks. That's the reason we're running max speed on this thing. And in my mock, I did lose the speed side to Tapu Fini, but like, it didn't really end up mattering because losing the speed side to Tapu Fini just means that Melmetal gets to come in and set up. So I'm not too worried about losing the speed tie. I obviously don't want to lose it on like turn 1, but if it's like turn 15, turn 20, we lose the speed tie, I'm not going to stress too much about it. But yeah, this thing kind of just, every time it comes in, kind of claims a kill, which was why I said I don't know if Tangrowth is going to come, because it does just let Nidoking in all the time. And honestly, Palossand doesn't want to take an Ice Beam. And the other thing is, if he tries to revenge us with Terrakion, CC doesn't kill, Stone Edge doesn't kill, so his best way to hit is his Earthquake. And then at that point, we still have the Shuca Berry, so we get rid of Terrakion. If we get rid of Terrakion, that's great. The one thing about Terrakion against my team is literally nothing on my team loses a 1v1 to Terrakion if they're both at 100%. It never kills Melmetal, even banded, so we just double iron bash it. Never kills Nidoking as long as we have Shuca and we're at 100%, so we just Earth Power it. Lycanroc-dusk is faster. He has to be Scarfed at outspeed, and we just kill with CC. He never kills Primarina as long as we're at 100, and then Scald kills. We're Scarf Mienshao, so we outspeed it, and then Flaky is banded and always kills it. So like, Terrakion has a actually pretty tough matchup with the team I'm bringing. Now, if I wasn't bringing this exact team, Terrakion might have a better time in this game, but right now it's not looking too hot for Terrakion. Next, we have top the Lycanroc-dusk. We are bringing a Swords Dance Life Orb set this week because there is a point in this game where Lycanroc-dusk just wins. If the Fini is around 50, if the Palossand is around 70, and then I think that might just be it. We Yoko Heatran, we kill Fini at about 60. Galarian Moltres probably needs some chip because Accelerock is not a huge damaging move. I will try to put that calc up on screen if I remember the Accelerock calc and maybe the Close Combat calc. Close Combat might do more to Galarian Moltres. I don't know. Flygon dies to a CC. Palossand, we at like 70 dies to a crunch. Tangrowth is probably the other thing. Tangrowth is going to need some chip to die to a CC. Rotom Frost dies to Accelerock, Inteleon dies to a +2 Accelerock, and Mawa probably dies to a +2 CC. So there is a world where we get enough chip, and then we come in with Lycanroc, we Swords Dance on like a Heatran or something. We Swords Dance on something, and then Lycanroc-dusk just wins the game. We don't really need Swords Dance either. We could just win the game straight up with Lycanroc-dusk if we have enough chip for the things that need to be killed by Accelerock. But all in all, Lycanroc-dusk has the potential to sweep any chip Pokemon on this team. And yeah, and then next we have another set that kind of does very, very well in this matchup, and it's sub Calm Mind Primarina, we can sub on Heatran, Feeny, Moltres, Palisand, Inteleon. We can sub on the... Yeah, that's pretty much it. Inteleon. I think it was 5 things. Heatran, Feeny, Moltres, Palisand, Inteleon. Yep, that's it. We can sub on 5 things. We can set up Calm Mind on 5 things. And then at that point, the combination of Scald and Moonblast OHKO his team or like win the 1v1. This is why I think Feeny has to come Calm Mind, because Calm Mind Taunt Feeny is the one thing that does beat this set. So that's the reason I'm thinking it comes Calm Mind. We will kill Heatran with Scald. Feeny we can take down with a bunch of Moonblast. Moltres Moonblast, Flygon Moonblast, Palisand Scald, Tangrowth Moonblast, Terrakion Moonblast or Scald, Rotom-Frost Moonblast, Inteleon Moonblast, and Mawile Scald. So he doesn't have any resistances to any of those, that combination of stab on one Pokemon. Every one of his Pokemon is hit neutrally by one or the other stab. So this set kind of can go in. We have enough Spadef so that if he has Specs Flash Cannon on Heatran after +2, it doesn't break sub. And then that transcends to all other special moves that he could hit us with on the team. And then at that point, we just put everything else in physical defense because we didn't need any in speed or in special attack, so it all just went into physical defense. I think this set doesn't get 2-hit KO'd by Banded Terrakion CC, but it will get 2-hit KO'd by Stolen Edge, so we have to be careful about that. But other than that, the set does really well. As long as we're behind the sub, we are really threatening to his whole team. And like I said before, we have Scarf Mienshao with CC, Poison Jab, Knockoff, U-Turn. I think this is the reason that he has Ring Tapu Fini. If he doesn't Ring Tapu Fini, this kind of just wins the game, even if Palisand's there. We have to be careful around Palisand because it is kind of a soft check, but with Knockoff it's not really. And the same goes for Tapu Fini with Poison Jab, but I do have to get those predictions right. A lot of the times, Mienshao is here to pressure, and I'm going to be U-turning out to go into something that can set up, like Prim or Nidoking or Melmetal, one of those. It's just here to pressure to get my other Pokemon in to make sure that they can just kind of set up and win the game for me. So we are outspeeding. What does he have? We're outspeeding Flygon? Yeah, we're outspeeding Flygon. So if this was another reason I brought it, because if Flygon is a DD set and we at least have a way to revenge it. Actually, we have 2 ways to revenge it. This is one of those ways that we can revenge it. A CC does like 84 to 90, I think was the count. So if he has any kind of little bit of chip or life orb chip or something, then we can come in with CC and kill. And then Regenerator obviously just is a busted ability. It adds a lot to the Pokemon and adds a lot of longevity, which means we can keep coming in and pressuring his team. And another important thing is you can see we don't have a defogger on our team this week, so he is pretty free to set rocks on us, which is fine. I don't really care about the rocks this week because we have the Regenerator Pokemon and we have the Grassy Terrain on our side to kind of negate those rocks if we need it. And 2 of my Pokemon are holding leftovers, so like it's fine. We don't really need. He doesn't have T-spikes or spikes or anything, I don't think. Unless I'm crazy, he doesn't even have a poison type, does he? No, he doesn't even have a poison type. I don't think anything he gets T-spikes or spikes, so like we're fine on the defog front. And then last but not least, we are actually bringing Momo the Thwacky. He's coming Choice Banded this week because this Choice Band Thwacky actually OHKOs or 2-hit KOs his whole team, and it's kind of nuts. It 2-hit KOs Heatran with Low Kick, even after Grassy Terrain and Leftovers recovery on the Heatran. It always actually it doesn't always, it has a 91% chance to 2-hit KO max defense Heatran after Leftovers and Grassy Terrain. I don't think he's bringing max defense Heatran, if I'm being completely honest. So I'm just gonna say Blacky's probably gonna 2-hit KO with Low Kick. The only problem is we have to make that read. We also have to not get burned. So that's gonna be a little bit of an issue. Other than that, we OHKO the Tapu Fini. I lied. This thing actually does not 2-hit KO his whole team. Galarian Moltres actually takes 30 from Grassy Glide, which is still nuts. That's max HP Galarian Moltres. Takes 30 from a Thwacky Grassy Glide and 35 from a Bandit Thwacky U-Turn. It's kind of ridiculous at how much damage this Pokemon does. And you might think that that's not a lot, but on Moltres it is, because that's 30% of chip that he has to get back by using rest. So all in all, it's pretty good chip. We deal about 70% to Flygon. We definitely 2-hit KO Palisand. I think we Oko if he's max HP only. Tangrowth is another one that's going to be a little bit hard, but U-turn does have a chance to 2-hit KO. Oko Terrakion, we will probably Oko Rotom Frost, I would think, or 2-hit KO Rotom Frost, Oko Inteleon, and then 2-hit KO the Mawile. So this thing actually does a lot to his team, and it was kind of weird. Like, I looked at the matchup and I thought Thwackey goes in, but at the same time I kind of want Moltres for defog, and then I sent KJ the matchup and he goes Thwackey goes in, and I said I thought that same thing, but like I want a defog. And then I thought about it a little bit more. I was like, no, you know what, like, let's just keep the offense up this week. Let's keep the pressure on his side, because I know if I let the pressure come to my side, I will end up losing this game, just because Terrakion can claim kills if I have enough chip on my side. Between Terrakion, Flygon, and Heatran, he has the potential to definitely deal a lot of damage to our team. So my game plan is to keep the pressure on his side with this team. And Moltres, when I had it on the team, kind of just let him get the momentum back. So we opted to go with Thwackey over Moltres, and I think it's a pretty good addition. I didn't actually even bring it. No, that's a lie. I brought it out once in the mock, but then he brought out Heatran, and I didn't want to risk a Flame Body or low kicking it, so I just hard switched out back into Primarina, because that's the thing. Like, his special attackers just really can't touch Primarina. Like, it's kind of nuts. Unless he brings Rotom Frost. Rotom Frost is the only special attacker that can really touch Primarina. Other than that, like, I don't know, man. He has a hard time, and I think physical Tangrowth has to come, because that's one of his better ways of hitting Primarina. So like, if he's physical Tangrowth, then that doesn't really touch Melmetal. It's like, I don't know. First, when I looked at this matchup, I was really scared of the Terrakion and stuff. I was a little bit scared of the matchup, but the more I look at it, I think we have really built a really good team to go with this matchup. I'm really excited about this team build. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. But with that, that's gonna be the end of the team build. I will catch you guys in the battle. We are in the game, and he brings no Moltres. He does bring Kangaskhan. Oh, that's true. He has Kangaskhan and not Mawile, but that's not going to really affect us at all, because it's not like either one of them are like really affect the prep at all. I just forgot to change that. I knew he had it. I just forgot to change it, but we're still chilling. He does bring the Tangrowth, like I thought. Pretty much the things that I thought he would bring. He didn't bring Flygon, which is crazy. I actually thought Flygon was gonna come. He's saying he can't wait till there's a week where he can actually prep. He's been working a lot, but on lead here, can I just lead Lycanroc-Dusk? No, I think I just lead Nidoking. And he leads Terrakion. This is fine. We can just go ahead and get rid of this thing. We got the Shuka. And we get rid of that thing. Just like we planned. We're doing really good now with that thing gone. I can go into Katara here. He goes for the Surf. That obviously does not do a lot. I'm going to Calm Mind here. As a U-turns out, I'm going to Calm Mind. Goes into the Kangaskhan. We get a Calm Mind off. Now, what is this thing actually going to hit us with? I'm going to just Scald, because do I really lose anything by Scalding? I don't think so. Yawn. Okay. So he gets the Yawn off. I think I'm going to go back into Nidoking. Sunny day. Like I said, we kind of just claim a kill with this thing every time we come in. I'm just gonna Sludge Wave here. I didn't kill. Is he AV? Got the para. That sucks. Just gonna Sludge Wave again as he Fire Punches. Yeah, it kind of sucks he got the para there, but like, it is what it is. They could just go into Mienshao and click U-turn. And we claim a kill there. And then we go into honestly back into Katara, I think. Nah, probably Lycanroc. He does go into the Tangrowth, which is fine. She's gonna CC. No, I'm not gonna CC here. Not for damage, no. Does this thing get Weather Ball? I have no idea if this thing gets Weather Ball. New team, Tangrowth, Weather Ball. Does not get Weather Ball. Did I go Melmetal here? I think so. Sword Stance. That's fine. We're Acid Armor. That did way too much damage. Gonna double Iron Bash here. If he's Rocky Helmet, then he's not Rocky Helmet. Okay. Did 29 the last time. That did so much damage. Double Iron Bash again. And then I'm gonna come in with top and click CC. That did so much. Alright, we get the kill there. That's good. That's really good. He sees that we're Life Orb, he goes Inteleon. We always go Katara here. He goes for the U-turn. Not really much he can U-turn into. He goes to the Heatran, which is... that's fine. I'm just going to Scald this thing. Goes for the Stealth Rock. Oh, we get a crit. Didn't really matter. I think I'm going to Calm Mind here. Goes for the Sunny Day. I can Moonblast. Actually, I'm going to... okay, I can't sub. Explosion. Did not do a lot. Tapu Fini comes in. I'm just going to Moonblast this thing as he goes for Calm Minds. Our Moonblast to 26 there. I'm going to Momo here. Yeah, I'm going to Momo. Iron Defense. Wow. We crit there. Yeah, that crit might have mattered. I'm not gonna lie. That crit might have mattered. I don't know the calc there. That's tough. It is tough. But to be honest, I don't know. I don't know how much that really mattered. I've always said when you're using sets like that, it's you're likely gonna get crit. I mean, he took the risk. He was he was the Grassberry. He was the Grassberry. Wow. He was Rindoberry. Yeah, I guess I'll just come in and Excel Rock. And we'll end up winning this game 3-0. It's a pretty quick game, but like I knew it was gonna be quick. Just because both the teams are pretty offensive. I do want to run the calc. Sorry, you hear my dog. We want to run the calc actually on the Fini real quick. We had Thwacky, Grassy Terrain, we were Choice Band, and then he had Tapu Fini. I don't know what his spread was. I'm just gonna say he was max HP. And then he was at +2 defense. Grassy Glide at +2. Didn't actually do that much. Did 36 to 43. And then if he was able to set up, how much HP did he have? He had 80. So unless he attacked me, I had a 2% chance to KO. after, oh, because we're in misty terrain, not grassy. Okay, so yeah, I definitely 2-hit KO'd, and then if he went to +4 on the next turn, he was also at +1 special attack, so his Moonblast never KO'd me there. So if he did click Moonblast, he didn't KO. If he went to +4, it'd have been the same thing because he doesn't have recovery. He might have had Draining Kiss, but he wouldn't, like, he doesn't have any other recovery. So eventually he either has to attack me and I do either 2-hit KO him if he attacks at +2, or a 3-hit KO, I attack him while he's +2, he goes to +4, I attack him once while he's at +4, and then he can hit me there, but then I kill him on the next one. So I don't think I ever lost the interaction, so the game probably would have just turned out the same. But either way, GG's to him, and yeah, we're gonna call it there. So if you like what you saw, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you.